I read an article recently that claimed that Swanage is better than Weymouth and Bournmouth. But really, it can't be, can it? Well, let's take a look and find out for ourselves. Sits on the coast towards the east of the county of Dorset, and because it lies on the easterly shore of the outcrop that's known as the Isle of Purbeck, it's sheltered from the southwesterly winds that blow along the south coast of England. Driving in and out of Swanage means passing the magical site of Corfe Castle. This castle was impenetrable and was only ever breached by an act of treachery during the English Civil War, when a parliamentary sympathiser literally opened the doors and let the opposition in. It was then blown up from the inside, just to make sure it could never again become a royalist stronghold. The coast path either side of here is amazing. To the west it begins by passing through Bilston Country Park, and the castle there is well worth a visit. It's a great place to have lunch too. You can't beat sitting up on the ramparts, looking out to sea, enjoying a sandwich and a nice, cold, locally brewed beer or cider. To be fair, there's no fault in the beach here. It slopes into the sea at what I would describe as a decent rate for serious swimmers, and yet not so quickly as it would be a problem for young children. My top tip though for a day on the beach at Swanage is to head right up the end, away from town. As the shore road turns inland, there's a path that goes along the front by a load of beach huts. There's a couple of places to eat and drink there, and it's just nice to get away from the road. At the cost of £2 per adult, a stroll along the Victorian pier here can be a very pleasant way to spend a morning or an afternoon. It's quite nostalgic and the views are fantastic. The views from here are incredible. I can see Old Harry Rocks and I can even see the Isle of Wight. Behind me here is the first pier that ever stood here. This was built for the ships that were taking the quarried stone up to London. The pier I'm standing on now was built much later, in the Victorian era, for the paddle steamers. If you're coming to Swanage, then you should really think about taking a ride on the Heritage Railway here. What could be more pleasant than a nostalgic ride through the rolling hills of Dorset in a carriage so old you can literally smell the history of it. If you time the trip to make sure you get a steam locomotive, then you're probably going to end up feeling like you've just walked onto the set of The Railway Children. Another interesting thing to do in Swanage is to look out for the bits of old London town. Seriously, the clock tower behind me originally stood on the southern entrance to London Bridge. and many other bits of London made their way down to Swanage as ballast on the returning ships that took Purbeck stone to London to pay the tourists. This was in the 19th century, and it was all thanks to John Molan, a resident of Swanage and founder of the Molan Construction Company that you've probably heard of. Better than Bournemouth and Weymouth? Personally, I can't accept that anywhere is better than Weymouth, but then I'm biased. Pop down to the comments section below and let me know which of these coastal towns you like best. And if you can't decide yet, click on the link at the top and have a look at my video on Weymouth. Alternatively, click on the link at the bottom and see a bit more of Swanage. The round link on the other side is the quickest way to subscribe. All's left to say is thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon on the next one.